Assalamu alaikum, my dear friends and fellows. How are you? I welcome you here on my training channel. My name is Abdul Khalik. My dear friends and fellows, look. Earlier it was said that you are what you eat. Indeed, the eating has a lot to do with our health. But dear friends and fellows, which is very important thing, extremely important thing. And now I think if at all we say it in another way, which is much broader, comprehensive, but inclusive of even the eating and the health. That is, you are what your habits are. The habits are the eating, drinking habits, habits are other all types of habits, but the habits as a whole, these things matter and matter a lot, and I believe that it is the habits which makes or breaks a person. It is the habits which makes or breaks a person and nothing else. So, my dear friends and fellows, now let's look upon the habits of those people who are successful enough, who became very successful in their life. If at all we learn and adopt the habits of these people, I believe that we are going to become successful. I believe that we are going to achieve whatever we want to achieve. So, my dear friends and fellows, that is all I think what we need to learn first and foremost. Today, we have chosen a subject that what are the habits of highly successful people? What are the habits of most successful people? So that we could learn, we could adopt. First of all, we come to know that these are the habits of the highly successful people. Then we can come to know, we can come to understand that this is the way to do that. So, my dear friends and fellows, now let's look upon all of those 10 habits, which are the habits of highly successful people. What are these habits? Let's look upon all that one by one. First of all, it is, my dear friend, it is set clear goals. Setting of the clear goals. We need to know clearly what I want to achieve in my life, where I want to be, where I want to reach, and what I want to become, what type of person I want to become. Any sort of important goal, we must be having a very clear about it. Setting clear goals. The goals are actually the direction. The goals are actually the destination. If at all somebody does not have a goal and does not have a clearly defined goal, it actually means they don't know clearly where they want to go. And obviously, they will be seen drifting from here to there and from there to there instead of intentionally moving somewhere in the right direction. So the first thing is that they set clear goals. Now the second thing is seeking clarity. Seeking clarity about they themselves, that is called self-awareness. We need to become self-aware. How to become self-aware? It means that what are my habits, what are my strengths, what are my strengths, and what kind of opportunities, what kind of benefits I am reaping, and might get in the future, in the near or the distant future, because of these strengths of mine. So I need to consolidate, I need to strengthen, I need to become make it even more better. So then, after that, what are my weaknesses? And due to my weaknesses, what kind of losses has I suffered? And what kind of losses I might suffer in the future, in the near or the distant future? So I need to understand it well. I need to control it. I need to minimize it. So that is actually, that is seeking clarity. So that is the second habit of these highly successful people. Now the third habit of these people is, that is being result driven. That is being result driven. What is meant by this? We need to understand, my dear friends and fellows, that failures are there in the life of everyone else. That setbacks are there in the life of everyone else. That feelings of inadequacy in certain situations, that does happen with anyone else, with everyone else. At times, not always, but at times. So, dear friends and fellows, we need to do certain things. We need to do certain things mean we need to become resilient. We need to become resilient. And that is what is the resilience? Resilience is, the capacity to withstand, the capacity to withstand, or tolerate from the difficulties, from the hardship, the capacity to withstand and to recover quickly from the hardship and from the difficulties. And then, of course, recovering quickly from the hardship. So that is all. I think that we need to develop the resilience in us, and that is being a result driven. If at all you have failed, somebody has failed and failed the faced the suffered the setback, or even felt inadequate in certain situations, no problem. Learn to stand up again if at all you've fallen. Now the fourth is taking action. What is taking action? Mean, there is a habit of procrastination in the lives of many people. Many of the people, they are seen procrastinating. I think that we need to overcome this procrastination. The habit of procrastination must be overcome, because if at all we don't overcome the procrastination, what is going to happen? We will not be able to do the things on time, for which we do have to suffer later on a lot. So I think this the habit of procrastination, although I have delivered several talks on the subject, but at the moment we can't go into the detail of that. Simply, I should like to say that we can break those things into several parts, and then taking one part at a time, completing it and going to the next. So that is how we can overcome this bad habit of procrastination. It is, called here taking action. Now the fifth is embracing long term success. What is this, by the way? Embracing long term success. Don't we want the long term success? Yes, we do want. But the trouble is that we are seen indulging in the instant gratification. As far this instant gratification is concerned, as far being controlled by our impulses is concerned, that is something which is not allowing us to move forward toward our long term goals and the long term benefits. That is why I think that we need to control our impulses. We need to resist the impulses. We should learn to resist. We should learn to resist successfully our impulses, and we need to develop a very good control system upon we ourselves. So that is all. We can embrace the long term success, unless and until we don't learn to control and practice this impulses. We need, unless and until we don't learn to resist continuously our impulses. We Unless and until we develop the passions, unless and until we delay the gratification a lot, and I think then only we will be able to reach our long term goals. And by once we have developed this habit of resisting our impulses, controlling our impulses, and delaying the gratification in this manner, it is very easy to get rid of the bad habits. So that to get rid of the bad habits, and somehow to develop the patience by resisting even those impulses which are not bad, which are not harmful at all. So, dear friends, it is extremely important that we learn to delay the gratification, and after this, the second thing is to get rid of the bad habit. So that is the embracing long term success. Now the sixth is continuous learning. I think we need to learn continuously, because if at all we keep learning, we will keep improving our competency, we will keep improving our confidence. So as for the learning is concerned, I think it must not stop. As long as we are alive, we must keep learning. Nothing could be as important as this thing. As far the learning is concerned, we need to keep learning. What to learn? Whatever is needed in my life, in my profession, in my personal life, in my social life, we need to keep learning. Now, the seventh is self reflection. Yes, we often need to think that what did I do right, what did I do wrong, so that we need to reflect. Once we have done a thing, after a while we need to think that was it okay, what was it needed to do, it was totally and absolutely unneeded, or it was needed but I have not done in the right way. What changes shall I bring in the future? If at all a situation like that one comes to me again, how shall I be acting or reacting? So we need to reflect upon everything else what we do. So that is self reflection. Now, the eighth is daily progress tracking. Daily progress tracking. Focus on their goals. Yes, we need to focus, we need to develop the focus upon our goals, and we need to think well. How much of the progress did I make, and how much of the progress I should have made till now? So, dear friends and fellows, and what are the hurdles? What are the ways that I am not moving forward? What are the ways that I am not developing? So that is called daily progress tracking. Now the ninth is daily reading. I think that we need to read on a daily basis. We need to read on a daily basis. That unless and until we don't read on a daily basis, we will not be able to keep as for the reading is concerned, even the 30 minutes of reading per day, I think it improves our mind a lot. Our mind is given the exercise as well as the food for thought. I think we need to read the good stuff. We need to read something which is beneficial, which is useful for us, and then we need to do it almost on a daily basis, at least for 30 minutes a day. Now the 10th and the last is comfortably saying no. There are certain situations where we need to say no, but we are unwilling to do that. We are feeling shy, or whatever the reason. We are of the view that the person might get annoyed. I think, whatever the reason, wherever it is needed to say no, I think we need to learn to say no, politely but firmly. We should learn to say no at that place, at that spot. So, that is all. So, these are the 10 habits of the highly successful people. Certain habits are already there in me and you, and sir, we need to consolidate those habits. Another certain habit, these are not here with us, and this is something which we learn and adopt. So that's all about me at the moment. Thank you.